So I had this weird dream last night that totally freaked me out. I blame it on that super spicy tofu thing my sister made me try at dinner. Jenny, if you're listening to this, I love you, but what was that? Anyway, in my dream, I went to make my usual Saturday morning breakfast. You know, the one that gets me through my weekend hangover. Crispy bacon, eggs over easy, but not too easy because runny whites are just wrong. And that slightly burnt toast that Mom always said would put hair on my chest. Which, by the way, was a weird thing to tell your 8-year-old daughter, but whatever. But here's the thing. When I opened my fridge, the bacon was gone. And not just my bacon. Like all the meat. Everywhere. Gone. Poof. Disappeared faster than my ex, Tyler, after I mentioned wanting to get a cat. First thought, straight up panic. Not even gonna pretend I was all philosophical about it. I literally stood there in my Pokemon pajamas, judge me all you want, Pikachu is timeless, having a full-on existential crisis. Because seriously, what about Tony's Diner? The one on 4th Street with those greasy burgers that somehow taste better at 2 a.m.? God, the number of life decisions I've made in that booth after too many margaritas at O'Malley's. Remember that time Katie and I ended up there after my disaster date with Coffee Shop Guy? That's what we called him because neither of us could remember his actual name. Steve? Stan? Who knows? We ordered those massive bacon cheeseburgers and spent 2 hours plotting my eventual career change, which, BTW, totally happened. Best drunk decision ever. Sorry, Mom. Turning down that law school acceptance was definitely the right call. But like, what would happen to Tony? He's been running that place since before I was born. His granddaughter just started college. He showed me pictures last week, UCLA. He's so proud I thought he was gonna burst. What happens to people like that in this weird meat-free universe? And oh my God, Thanksgiving. My Aunt Susan would literally combust. This is the woman who once brought 2 turkeys to our family dinner because she didn't trust my mom's experimental brining technique. Spoiler alert, Mom's turkey was better. Don't tell Susan I said that though. I still want to be in the will. The funny thing is, my best friend Raj has been trying to get me to try more vegetarian stuff for years. He makes this amazing chickpea curry that honestly makes me forget meat exists. But that's the thing. It's because I choose to forget about meat while I'm eating it. There's still a burger waiting for me the next day, you know? God, and what about my first date moves? I've got this whole routine at that Korean BBQ place downtown. I'm like a meat grilling ninja. It's literally the only impressive cooking skill I have. What am I supposed to do now? Impress them with my ability to steam broccoli? Note to self. Learn how to actually steam broccoli properly. Pretty sure it's not supposed to turn to mush. Though maybe this would finally force me to learn how to cook something other than my 3 signature dishes. Pasta with whatever's in the fridge. Chicken with random spices, RIP chicken. Emergency cereal. My grandma's been trying to teach me her recipes for years. Mija, she says, you can't survive on takeout forever. Watch me try, abuela. Watch me try. The worst part? My dog Max would never forgive me. You know how many tricks that little monster learned just because I always had jerky in my pocket? Though maybe he'd finally stop stealing my socks if I didn't smell like bacon all the time. Probably not. He's kind of a jerk that way. A cute jerk, but still. I actually texted my brother about this whole scenario this morning, and he just sent back a gif of Ron Swanson crying. That's it. That was his entire contribution to this conversation. Thanks, Brian. Super helpful. Though real talk, you want to know the actually terrifying part of all this? Those meal prep containers in my fridge that I've been ignoring for 2 weeks would suddenly become my only option. You know the ones. Those sad little boxes of quinoa and vegetables that seemed like such a good idea when I was feeling all New Year, New Me back in January. They're probably plotting their revenge as we speak. Look, I'm not saying I'd never survive in a meatless world. I'm just saying there would definitely be a period of mourning, like proper grieving. I'd go through all the stages. Denial. This is just a weird dream. Where's my bacon? Anger. Who took my bacon? Bargaining. Okay, universe, what if I promise to go to the gym more? Depression. Staring sadly at pictures of cheeseburgers on my phone. Acceptance. Grudgingly Googling how to make vegetables not taste like sad. But you know what really gets me? Those I told you so looks I'd get from every vegetarian I know. Especially Marcus from accounting. Marcus, who brings his own homemade seitan to office potlucks and just happens to mention his protein intake numbers in every single meeting. We get it, dude. Your muscles are plant-based. Calm down. Maybe I should actually learn some vegetarian recipes. You know, just in case. Not because Marcus is right, just because. But if any aliens are planning this whole meat disappearing thing, could you wait until after my birthday? Mom's making her special lasagna, and I've been thinking about it since February. P.S. To the NSA agent reading this, I promise I'm not stockpiling meat in my freezer. Those suspicious packages are just, frozen yoga mats. Yeah, let's go with that. PPS. Okay, fine, Marcus, send me that seitan recipe, but I'm not happy about it.